The role of the Pope in the Catholic Church is complex, multifaceted, and deeply rooted in centuries of tradition. As the spiritual leader of the Roman Catholic Church, the Pope carries a vast array of responsibilities, many of which revolve around both public and private duties that guide millions of Catholics worldwide. The duties of the Pope are not just administrative or symbolic, but are deeply connected to the spiritual and religious life of the Church and its followers. Also, the Pope has a central role in leading the liturgical life of the Catholic Church, especially through the celebration of Massachusetts. As the Pope is the Bishop of Rome, the cathedral in the Vatican, St. Peter's Basilica, serves as his primary place of worship. He celebrates Mass for special occasions, such as major feast days, high holidays, and significant moments in the liturgical calendar like Easter and Christmas. These Masses are an opportunity for the Pope to publicly lead the Church in worship, but they are also symbolic acts that affirm his role as the earthly representative of Christ. During these Masses, the Pope presides over the Eucharist, offering prayers of thanksgiving and intercession for the Church and the world. The Eucharist, which involves the consecration of bread and wine, is central to Catholic beliefs, and the Pope's involvement in the Mass emphasizes the sacredness of this ritual. Moreover, praying for others is one of the most important physical duties of the Pope. He is expected to intercede on behalf of the faithful, praying for the world, the Church, and for individuals in need. This can include praying for the sick, the poor, the marginalized, the leaders of nations, and those experiencing suffering or hardship. The Pope often prays publicly during special events, such as the Angelus or Urbi et Orbi, where he offers prayers to the entire world. The Urbi et Orbi is a significant blessing given by the Pope during important feast days, and it emphasizes the Pope's role in praying for peace, unity, and spiritual well-being on a global scale. On other occasions, the Pope offers prayers at various Masses, visits, or pilgrimages, demonstrating his duty to continually lift up the needs of the Church and the world before God. In addition to praying for others, the Pope also has a deeply personal, private spiritual life that is focused on individual prayer and reflection. This aspect of the Pope's duties is perhaps less visible to the public, but is no less important. The Pope is expected to dedicate significant time to personal prayer, meditation, and study of Scripture. This time alone in prayer allows the Pope to maintain a connection with God, nourish his own spiritual life, and seek guidance for his leadership role. The Pope often spends time in solitude to prepare for major events or decisions, especially when facing difficult challenges within the Church or the world. This solitary time for reflection and prayer is essential for maintaining the Pope's spiritual strength and clarity. Furthermore, the Pope plays a critical role in teaching and guiding the faithful through his words and actions. He speaks on matters of faith, doctrine, and morality, interpreting Catholic teaching and offering guidance on how the Church should respond to the needs of contemporary society. He delivers encyclicals, apostolic letters, and speeches that reflect the Church's stance on various issues, including poverty, human rights, climate change, and social justice. These documents serve as important instruments for educating the Catholic faithful and the world about the Church's beliefs and its position on various moral and ethical matters. The Pope's teachings help to shape the spiritual and social direction of the Church and guide Catholics in their daily lives. Also, the Pope has the important duty of overseeing the governance of the Catholic Church. This includes making decisions regarding the structure and organization of the Church, the appointment of bishops and cardinals, and overseeing the administration of the Vatican. The Pope's governance role also extends to addressing issues within the global Catholic community, such as conflicts, controversies, or theological debates. He may call synods or councils to address significant matters within the Church, providing guidance and clarity on complex issues. In this capacity, the Pope is not only a spiritual leader but also a political and organizational figure who must balance religious, social, and political concerns in his leadership. Moreover, the Pope's role involves extensive interaction with leaders of other Christian denominations, other world religions, and political leaders. The Pope is often seen as a global moral leader, offering counsel and advice on matters of peace, reconciliation, and justice. He meets with heads of state, engages in diplomatic relations, and speaks out on issues of global importance, such as poverty, war, and human rights. These actions demonstrate the Pope's role as a bridge between the Church and the wider world, promoting dialogue, understanding, and cooperation across religious and political divides. Another important aspect of the Pope's duties is his role in promoting the evangelization of the Catholic faith. The Pope has a mission to spread the gospel, both through his personal actions and through the global missionary work of the Church. He may visit various countries, speaking to the faithful, supporting the growth of the Church, and encouraging Catholics to live out their faith in practical and meaningful ways. Through pastoral visits and missionary initiatives, the Pope emphasizes the Church's universal call to evangelize and bring the message of Christ to every corner of the globe. In addition to these public duties, the Pope is also tasked with maintaining the tradition of papal succession. As the successor to St. Peter, the Pope has the responsibility of preserving and interpreting the teachings and traditions of the Church. This includes maintaining the integrity of Church teachings, ensuring doctrinal consistency, and addressing theological controversies or questions that may arise. The Pope must also safeguard the legacy of the Church's history, ensuring that its sacred traditions are passed down to future generations of Catholics. Moreover, the Pope plays a central role in encouraging and promoting vocations within the Church. This includes supporting seminarians, priests, and religious men and women, as well as ensuring that the Church has a sufficient number of clergy to serve the needs of the faithful. The Pope's role in promoting vocations also extends to the care and support of the clergy, ensuring that they are properly trained, spiritually nourished, and equipped to serve their communities effectively. The Pope's leadership helps ensure the continuity and strength of the Catholic Church throughout the world. In summary, the Pope's duties are both spiritual and administrative, deeply intertwined with the faith and governance of the Catholic Church. While many of his responsibilities are visible to the public, such as leading Mass, praying for the world, and offering teachings, much of his work also involves private reflection, governance, and global diplomacy. The Pope is a figure of profound influence, carrying the weight of the Church's spiritual, doctrinal, and moral leadership while striving to maintain the Church's mission of peace, unity, and faith in a constantly changing world.